If you're like me and you like to use your computer outside or on adventures, then you are likely familiar with the many challenges and risks associated with doing so. Computers get dropped, slammed around in a backpack, wet or dirty from outdoor elements, and in many cases, computer screens are simply very difficult to see outside. Especially during that daytime brightness. And sure, there are accidental protection warranties for accidents that damage devices, but those warranties are expensive, and the wait time can be several weeks sometimes to get a device repaired. I recently found a computer that solves all of these problems for me. This computer offers me a high-performance Intel i5 or i7 CPU, enterprise-level security, and a whole bunch of configuration options to suit my needs. But the best part about this computer is it is rugged. And by rugged, I mean I can toss this device into my backpack, and I don't need to worry about smashing the screen or otherwise damaging it. In addition, I can drop it, and it'll probably be okay. Now, to be clear, I'm not talking about dropping this off a cliff. I'm talking about if I'm using it while standing up or chilling in the tent. This device is rated to be 6 feet drop resistant. In addition, if I spill my water or electrolyte hiking beverage on this computer while hiking, it'll be fine. So let's dig into the specifics of this device a little bit more, and then I'm going to show you how I use it. This device is the G-Tac UX10 fully rugged tablet. The G-Tac UX10 is a rugged tablet with a 10.1-inch display with capacitive touchscreen. In addition, the display is actually readable in sunlight, with a brightness that goes all the way up to 1000 nits. When I want to use this during the daylight, there's no need to squint or hold it up to my face to see it. I can clearly see what I'm doing from a comfortable viewing distance. This device has many different specification options, including an Intel Core CPU all the way up to i7, up to 32 gigabytes of RAM, and up to 1 terabyte of storage. And if I need more storage, I can easily bring along one of my portable SSD drives and connect it via USB on this device. The security features on this device are numerous and include optional Intel vPro, the Windows Hello Face authentication camera, and secured core PC and multi-factor authentication. And if you have the need for a barcode reader or RFID reader, you can also configure this device with those options. I don't have a need for those two options with how I use this, but I do appreciate the USB and micro SD card options. This is great for pulling video footage off cameras like my GoPro when I'm on adventures, or photos off my camera before I edit those on this device. HDMI and RJ45 are also options. In addition, you can add a detachable keyboard, a hard handle, and an office and vehicle dock with this device. I can definitely see the benefit of those options for several industries. The accessory I personally use with this device is the detachable keyboard. However, much of the time I just like to use this as a tablet with the stylus right here because it makes it very easy to edit with this device, including videos and photos, and I don't have to worry about the keyboard getting in the way. Now, this device does have a standard charging port that you can use with the power adapter that ships with it, but it also has a USB-C power port. I love this feature because it allows me to use some of my higher output power banks to power this device when I need extra power on adventures. I also love that this tablet has an option to connect to 4G LTE. Please note that G-Tac does also have models that can connect via 5G and sub-6 options. This means when I'm away from home, as long as there's cellular signal within reach, I can be connected with this device. So how do I use this tablet when I bring it along on adventures? Well, there are a few different things that I use it for. One is for referencing my Onyx and USGS topo maps. I love these detailed maps while out hiking, and I use them to study topography, trails, and forest roads. I love to explore off the beaten path places, but it's also important to be able to reference these maps on a large enough display so I can actually see the details that I need to see. The 10-inch display on this is perfect for that. Compared to a smaller device like a smartphone, this is a lot more screen real estate, and when I need to see those details in the right scale, this is super useful for that. The second way I use this is for video chats. Like I said before, when I'm in remote places, as long as there is at least a 4G LTE signal, I can either use the built-in 4G LTE functionality, or I can use the hotspot on my cell phone and connect the tablet to that. If I'm on an adventure with buddies and away from my wife and kids, I like to use the video chat to say hi and talk to them using a bigger screen like this. On their end, it doesn't really matter if I have a bigger screen, but on my end, I can see my wife and kids better versus that much smaller display on a phone when you're talking to somebody. The third way I use this tablet is for video editing. I can easily connect my cameras via USB, copy the footage to the tablet, and then edit some projects while on an adventure. I love getting away from technology when hiking, but sometimes when I'm done with an adventure for the day and have several hours to chill before going to sleep, I enjoy taking some time to video edit. Sometimes being in the woods and away from distractions, it can help me feel more creative. So if you're looking for a rugged tablet to use outside or bring along in adventures, I highly recommend checking out the GTAC UX10. I've linked to this device in the description below, and if you'd like to learn more about which action camera might be best for filming your adventures, check out this video right here.